Last year we did some CC versus Pros games where we matched up with players who was in seasons or weekend league, and I've had two on the No Money Spent account already against Pavin and Dubby. So if you guys are looking for No Money Spent and those games, go check that out. Channels down below, CC2. But this weekend we played one. He's a pro player. He's a pro player, right? On the main account in weekend league. And he's a boss bot wars champion. I've been playing this guy for years. Let's break it down. Let's watch it. Let me give you some insight into the mind that I have when I play against these really good players. If you're looking to build the best team in Madden, make sure you head over to moexp.com to avoid the packs and save some racks. Use code CC for 5% off. Link is in the description below. Fastest coins, cheapest coins. Use code CC. We'll see you guys on the sticks. 5% off. Be great. Hey, what is going on, Madden family? It is a gameplay, but it's a breakdown. It's a post-com breakdown going over the game. And this game is against Salty, who did win the latest Bot Wars. If you don't know what Bot Wars is, or Boss Bot Wars more importantly, it's something that W hosts on his Twitch channel a couple times a year. Huge event. And Salty did win the last one, so congratulations to him. If you don't know who Salty is, he's a younger player who's been playing and getting better over the years. I remember playing him a couple years ago for the first time I remember seeing his name, and he's just gotten better and better over time. He was competing in the tournament this weekend. Unfortunately for him, he did not win. I mean, obviously only one person can win, but much improved player. And I say this from a place where I see a lot of these guys who started out younger and have grown. Someone like Salty, someone like J-Wall. If you got, I played J-Wall back in like Madden 18, right? Different player than he is now, but seeing the growth of these players, it's great to see. I love to see it. So we're gonna break down this weekend league game for you guys here against Salty. Shout out to him. I know that this was almost like right after he lost in the tournament too, so I know his head wasn't fully in the game, but whenever we play these types of players, I'm committed to bringing them to you guys, basically win or lose, right? Basically. So let's take a look and let's see. All right, so I'm going to be watching this with you guys and breaking it down. I'm obviously the Falcons. He is not the Falcons here, and so me being on my main account, I'm trying to do more audibly and all that sort of stuff. He's running a different defense than I would have expected him to here as well. So I think that's part of it, which made things maybe a little different for me. But like we'll get going here. This is in the Raiders. I like to run this type of offense. Too audible around, especially. I know I'm going to be updating the ebook with it as well. And one of the keys about showing you guys games like this is you get to see sort of the adjustments we're making. And I felt there like he was going to be in cover 2, so we ran the PA slide there, which has a very, very nice sort of shot up the seams there. Obviously it didn't really work for us there, but because of, I assume, a cover 2 sink, soft squat there, it matches up. So I was trying to stay out of my main offense, which is the tight slots halfback weak, as much as possible. Whenever I play people, I want to stay out of that first. I want to force you to stop me here. If you could stop me here, that's fine. We'll move on. But I don't want to show you guys my best hand, my best cards right away, if that makes sense. And so when we get into a third down here, I'm going to go to a play that I feel like I know and I have a little more confidence in being able to pick up right here. And we're able to, we roll out. We're just going to try to throw the ball away, but we don't. Obviously throwing the ball away there would have been better. I probably would have gone for it on 4th and 4, but on 4th and 11 here, I'm kicking a field goal. Now, I'm not a big field goal kicker this year, but against someone like this, I know I need to put up points. If I put up a 0 on my first drive, getting the ball first, that's a problem. It's a problem. So I can't do that. Now, I will also say, aside of watching Salty on Bot Wars, I hadn't really seen him play on streams or anything like that. So I wasn't fully knowing what he was going to be doing here. But again, my assumption off the rip was bunch offset. That seems to be what so many people run. It's not what I run, obviously, but that's what a lot of people run. So I'm setting up audibles, setting up depths and all that. And we see here he is indeed going to be coming out in bunch offset. And so I'm going to be setting up, you know, basic coverage defenses here. I don't feel like he's going to be a big runner against us. He's just not his sort of thing. So he runs verticals there. For some reason we can't tackle, whatever. But again, knowing that, and we see it is verticals there. So the identifying factor I use when playing bunch, whether it's verticals or double post, is which way the running back goes. So if the running back goes one way, I feel like he's probably going to be in verticals. A lot of times there, as he switches up there, look, the running back goes the other way. But he's got the tight end delay fade there. Was I guarding that? Nope, nowhere close, right? So he's already in field goal range. Curl flat. Again, him running curl flat here is not a play I had seen a lot of at all at the time. So I wasn't even really thinking about trying to defend it. So you see me moving my safety over there. I'm coming over here a little bit more to try to defend the run. And if he wants to have curl flat, that's fine. So one key thing here, right? Super key here. We're going to break this play down for you right here. So as he rolls out here, I click off as I send the spy. The spy in this case is just the nearest zone, right? Alexander. So everything is covered. But when I send him, I click back on so that I can potentially try to lurk him by throwing the flat route. Because if he sees that defender coming down, which it is, this is where he wants to probably go, is the A receiver here. So he catches on to what I'm doing and just sort of takes the sack there. Probably should have thrown it away, but that's the thing, right? Great play by me, but honestly, him not throwing the ball, even better play by him. Okay, credit where it's due there. But him running Y curl is the play there. Isn't really the best sort of setup against what we're running on defense. If we were in cover 3, we have problems. When he would run that would be problems for sure. But again, totally fine. I'm not sure if he wanted to be running or not. I feel like he's someone who definitely can, has, and will run the ball. So I'm being very cautious on like sprinting out to the flats to guard them on my side of the field. Because again, he could pick up the ball pretty easy whenever he wants. So he makes this little throw here to chase, again to the flat, wide open. We're not playing any sort of hard flats. Not that hard flats play much, but spacing switch there is a beautiful play called by him. Just he's going to be a great play for sure. So again, right here, I'm always thinking like running back wheel, and he just makes a bad read there. Right, that's just a bad read, and I was trying to not go out of bounds, but we do. So again, what I want to bring up here is an adjustment for you guys. We'd been playing on 25-yard flats, right? You can't see it where my head is, but it's at 25. I ended up changing it to default because we're close to the end zone here. And I feel like having default flats there is a bit of a better option for us. And obviously it works out, turns into the pick. Something I assume he thought it was open. You know, they practice tons and tons and tons. This is open. This is open. This is open. If we have our zone depth set there for the flats, I can almost guarantee you it is open, right? But just again, it's fine. So we get 1st and 10 at the 1 instead of at the 20 where I was trying to go down. So a little bit of nerves here. I'm attacking the flat there. Potentially, if it's open, it is open. He gives us just a small enough window. Just a small enough window. I'm not trying to do a whole lot here. The fact he was in man, threw me off. But obviously don't want to take a sack and then give him the ball right back. We just got a huge stop, right? Again, his look here is 100% man to me. So that's why I wanted to motion over here to see if someone was going to be following him when he plays man or not. Because again, I'm thinking he's in man, and no, he's not. So if nobody follows when I motion, what does that mean? It means that he's probably not there. So this time, again, I saw he was in cover 2, so we went to that PA slide play like we tried to do earlier. And what happens? Pew, pew. Perfect play call there. He's pressing with the cover 2 hard flat. Last time we tried it, he was playing cover 2 sink. The soft squat matches. Cover 2 hard flat isn't going to match unless he manually changes that zone to a soft squat. So again, good play call by us. A good recognition, the way he set up the defense, the way his user was, same sort of position, all that, right? And so again, we're just going to motion here and try stuff out. Now, I do have this honorary alignment ability on Brandon Marshall. You can see here, it doesn't really do a whole lot. He's not pancaking anyone at the moment, but it is fine, whatever. So again, here, I want to try this again, see if he's going to adjust, and he does adjust. But this time, our wrinkle is putting the running back on the angle route, again, to beat up the middle of the field towards the right sideline there. And it works perfectly, because then that's a route we haven't put on the field yet. He's chasing the shallow cross there. It just makes a lot of sense. So again, here, we're just going to try to run the ball. And I cannot run the ball on him right now at all. Like, I'm just stuck. Completely stuck. I wish I could, because this would have been easier, because I was trying to, at this point, make sure that I was going to get points, but also take the clock down here. So him coming out this time, again, we're watching, we're waiting, and we could have had the tight end there, but just a little too late. The sheds are coming. So again, we're coming out in the split twins with the idea of what we want to do. So again, I'm just gonna set up the same sort of play here. I feel like it's a decent play, but a different setup. I don't want to keep running the same play over and over with the same setup against him. So we put the running back in the middle of the field this time. He recognizes the running back is in the middle of the field, and he guards him. And so that's why we put the slant on the field there, instead of the stock route, which is kind of a shallow drag, just to add a little bit of depth to everything there. So again, here we're going to run. We finally are able to break something a little bit. We got to hurry up. We're running out of time, like time is just going. So what we've been doing this game, and we get a broken tackle by Tomlinson there. Huge. We scamper in to go up 10-0. Huge play, right? Huge play. The way we have played this game so far is absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. Look at the clock, the control. We've had 2 possessions to his 1 in the first half because he gets ball at halftime. It's absolutely perfect. We are up 2 possessions. Even though it's not 14, 10 is still fine. Because in this game, with how it works, this is what you need to do. So we are completely limiting him. Up to this point, we are playing as smart as we can. I've done a ton of different variations of routes, things that I wouldn't normally do. Normally, I'm going to throw the same 3 or 4 things out there constantly. And here, I'm trying to make him think way more. That's what I try to do against better players. And it's working out quite well. So again, here, there's only 9 seconds left. So I was trying to man up and do something there. He should have thrown it the other way, to be honest. The left of the screen, I'm pretty sure, was wide open. If we take a look here, we should see the left wheel from Hester there is going to just eventually beat us up the sideline. So if he just shows a little more patience here, he has X just open. He probably gets in field goal range, if not scores a touchdown. So slightly bad read by him. Again, we manned up that route. If we didn't man up that route, he does complete that pass on us too, right? So we had a good adjustment, but he had 2 beaters on the field. He just threw the covered one, unfortunately, for how it is. And again, right here, I'm trying to get something done. He has X there yet again because he recognized it last time, but we're there to make the tackle. Again, I'm okay with that because why? Of course, because why? Because he can't actually get any points at that point. With 5 seconds left on the clock for that play, he wasn't going to be able to complete a pass into field goal range at that point. But he recognized it the same way I recognize it now. So I would have expected him to try to go for it again or abuse it again. Because I don't want to run cover 3. I've seen him run Y curl. That's going to be a problem for me. He's run verticals. That would be a problem for me. So we have to be a little bit smarter here. And again, so I'm just kind of sort of hoping he's not going to hit up the sidelines on us. I'm willing to give it to him a little bit to shorten the field for us. When you're playing bunch with 70 yards of space, it's really hard. Like, it's really hard. When you're playing it with 20 yards of space, it's a bit easier to defend. Just a bit easier to defend. But he gets us there. Again, our zone depths are not deep enough. Again, fine. I'm okay with him getting down here because he can't take the lead regardless, right? So he's trying here. We actually cover this really well. If he had another second there, he completes that crosser into the he probably completes the crosser into the end zone there. But again, I'm not doing much craziness here at all. And right there, he just crosses the line. Does complete it, but he crossed the line. So again, he's seen these open things. He's seen stuff, but small mistakes. And in this game, you can't make small mistakes on offense at all. You have to not do it. So here we switched up our zone depths, right, to guard against it. He hits the flat again. Smart. Flats wide open. If we're playing 30-yard flats, what's open? Probably about 5 to 10 yards, right? Makes a good adjustment there. He flips his play. We flip with him at this point. I know this isn't really what I wanted to be or where I wanted to be. He throws that again, just a little late. And why does our stuff not cover it that time completely differently? We had zone drops on. Switch those back to default. We should be better, okay? Again, just a couple little things here. So I was just trying to do something a little different here on this play for him. But we clicked on here to Ramsey. I was waiting for him to throw it. Smart play. Don't throw it. You never know where someone's going to bounce at that point when they're standing still. Live to fight another day. You have to here. But he's so close to the end zone for us right now. And I figured I would just sit here and wait and wait. He throws the running back there again. Again, just sort of getting in there. It was third down though, so puts him in kind of a tough position. Puts him in kind of a tough position there. But I think he's going to be okay. 4th and goal here. Again, I want to play as smart as I can. I'm still just watching a running back wheel route. That was all I had in my mind there. He throws that, it hits off his foot. Again, really unfortunate here. So while he made some mistakes, because he did make some mistakes, he kind of got unlucky crossing the line. And there's 3 things on this drive that I felt that he kind of got unlucky on. And this was obviously, this was the worst one. The low ball, he should have gotten some animation. He gets no animation from Kittle at all. I'm not sure why. It doesn't make sense why, but he gets a little frustrated there and does end up quitting out. I kind of wish he didn't. I wish we sort of would have played that out. But regardless, it took him 3 minutes to get downfield to where he got. So we were in a really good spot. It should have been 10-7. And again, I know that him probably quitting was part of the frustration that he's had from losing the tournament and all that. But I know from me and the rest of everyone at the Madden family, Salty, I hope we get to play again, and wish you well in all your future tournaments and all that. So be great. Take care. I appreciate it. Salt Nation, I'm out.